All right, there are basically two fundamental positions the quarterback will be throwing from. So first, Joe is going to simply throw a ball off his right foot. Just take a step back and throw it off his right foot, right there. All right, the next is a crossover hitch step, which is probably more prevalent and more important. So Joe will just take a single step, crossover, hitch step, throw. Now you notice when he crosses over, his body weight is going from retreating from the line of scrimmage to coming back toward the line of scrimmage to get as much balance and as much motion into the throw that he possibly can. So let's really bounce up this time, Joe. Crossover, bounce up, throw. One more of those. Crossover, bounce up, throw. All right, now we'll add one more. Joe is going to be waiting for a receiver down the field. So now he's going to take two hitch steps. Crossover, hitch step, throw. All that movement is allowing a receiver to break open or to get the depth he needs to receive a ball down the field. Just review it one more time. Right foot, throw, crossover, hitch step, throw. Crossover, hitch step, throw. Those are the basic concepts of the pass itself. All right, the next thing we're going to do is go with the center. And Jesse Sapolo, all-pro guard and center for the 49ers, is going to snap the ball. Joe, could you just show your hands?
Typically, there's a lot of different methods, but what you see most of the time is you're right-handed, if I'm right-handed, on the upper side of the center's rear end and thumb to thumb in that little groove. And when the ball snaps, it's a simple closing action around the ball. 34, sit. 34, sit.
Now you'll notice this time, the minute Joe takes the ball comes straight up to his midsection, and he's moving quickly away with his right foot.
34, sit.
Right foot gets away. Now one of the great assets Joe had as a quarterback is the fact that he can get away from center so well. So notice the length of his first step. He's driving off his left foot, opening on his right foot, and getting as much depth as he can as the ball is being snapped.
Right.
Now you notice Joe actually covered up to 3 yards on his first step. Now that's the key to quarterbacking. In the throwing motion, notice the ball is always brought right up to the shoulder. It's always delivered above the shoulder, and the tip never goes below the waist. We say to Joe, everything is released above the shoulder and caught above the shoulder. You never would throw a ball to a receiver below the waist. If the ball is caught below the waist, it affects their stride. They can't run with it after the catch, or at least their running ability is dramatically reduced. So everything is caught above the waist. And notice as Joe is in his retreat, that the ball is working in contrast with his shoulders as it retreats. Watch the smooth movement of his arms.
That's another great throw by Montana. He took a three-step drop that time. 1, 2, 3 steps.
All right, the next thing we're going to talk about are the different drops that the quarterback uses. On inside breaking patterns, Joe will take 3 big steps. On outside breaking patterns, he'll take 3 quick steps. Okay, now we're going to throw the ball to the outside. Throwing to the left, Joe will take the quickest 3 steps he can, and really the shortest. And he's going to get that ball out there quickly. So first, Joe's going to throw a quick pattern to the outside with the 3 quickest steps he can take. All right? Now, the only time you throw out-breaking patterns, quick out or square out or hitch, those kind of patterns, is when the defense gives it to you. You never force that throw. So for the defense, by the design of it, allows you to throw it, you throw it, but you never force it. 3 quick, throwing to the outside. Quick out or hitch pattern.
He took a 3-step drop that time. 1, 2, 3 steps by Montana. Ball's in the air, throws perfectly to right.
Now we're going to throw to the right, but notice Joe's helmet does not turn right until he steps to throw.
34, sit.
That is probably as important as anything for a quarterback. Don't turn that head to the right when you're throwing to the right until you step to throw. We want to keep our helmet facing straight forward as long as we possibly can, because we're not going to telegraph the throw and give the defense a jump on the ball. So you notice Joe's helmet will be facing forward as long as possible. It's easier to the left because you can't get your head turned. But most quarterbacks having problems with defenders getting a jump on the ball or throwing to their right, and their helmet turns immediately to the right, and the defense can move quickly to the receiver to that side. Now we're going to throw to the inside. So Joe's going to take the 3 biggest steps he can take, and he's going to throw the ball, and it'll be caught on a slant pattern 10 yards deep, almost to the inch, 10 yards deep. So now 3 big steps, throwing left on a slant.
34, set.
Big steps, throw. All right, now throwing to the right. Notice his head does not turn to the right.
Set.
Now you have a primary receiver, which typically is a wide receiver, an alternate receiver on virtually every pass pattern, typically is the tight end, and then outlet receivers, which are typically backs. So it all times out. So now Joe is going to look left, look right, move his feet, and hit Brent Jones in the middle with a soft, deft pass, Joe. Okay. Now, Joe, can you handle all
I
of
can
this?
handle that.
Okay.
34, set.
Looking left, looking right, move his feet, hit Brent. Now you notice when you come to a 3rd receiver, by that time typically the pass rush and your own blockers begin to get in the way of the rhythm and the timing. So Joe is going to have to, by training, by practice, move when he throws to a 3rd receiver. So again, we'll go to right, to left, back to Brent, and watch Joe's feet. He's going to go to a 3rd receiver. Looking right, not there. Looking left, move his feet, throw. Looking right, not there. Looking left, move his feet, throw. You notice he's avoiding initially. Now, who is he avoiding? Typically, it'll be one of his own blockers or a pass rusher. But that avoid is always there when you go to your 3rd option.